The Pimp Boy 3 Billion is a unique Pimp Boy that you can get in Fallout New Vegas, and today I'm going to show you how to get your hands on it. Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. In order to get your hands on this unique Pimp Boy, I will first assume a couple of things. I will assume that you've started the NCR main questline of the main questline story, and I will make an assumption that you have already started For the Republic Part 2 quest, in which you've spoken to Colonel Moore and she has asked you to go and take care of the cons. This is assuming that you've already done that. Let's go back into Hoover Dam, which is where we will find the Colonel, and then simply use the elevator to go down. And with that, we're simply going to walk and find the Colonel. Now once you're in the area, the Colonel is usually found in this area somewhere. In fact, there she is.
Yes. Did you have an update on the...
Simply select the first option.
Good riddance. Our intelligence has discovered that high-ranking members of the Omertas...
And then go ahead and select the last option.
Liza O'Malley at the Embassy... Dismissed.
After speaking to the Colonel, she will ask you to go and speak to Liza in the NCR Embassy because of the problems the Omertas have been giving. So before we go and speak to the Omertas, we need to go and speak to Liza in the NCR Embassy. However, before we do that, let's go and speak to Mick and Ralph, who are found in Freeside using the East Gate. So as soon as you exit Hoover Dam, use the Freeside East Gate to fast travel to Mick and Ralph's. So once you make it to the gate, go ahead and go inside. And as you do that, the entrance to Mick and Ralph should be on your immediate right. Go ahead and go inside. Once inside, Mick should be at the very back of the store.
Welcome to Mick and Ralphs. If you need guns, I'm your man. For general...
Go ahead and select the second option, How's Business?
Things were better when the Omertas were buying, but...
And then select this first option about what's the deal with the Omertas.
That's the thing. I have no idea. If you hear...
And with that, you will start an unmarked side quest dealing with the Omertas. Go ahead and say will do.
Anything else?
And then simply go ahead and say goodbye.
Thanks for stopping in.
So what's happened now is that you have started an unmarked quest with Mick, where he is having issues with a particular gun supply from the Omertas. And what we will do is effectively try and resolve this issue. So, to resolve this issue, we will need to make our way to the North Strip and then go to the NCR Embassy and speak to Liza, who will inform us that the receptionist in the Gomorrah Casino will be able to help us further with the situation. So go ahead and fast travel to the NCR Embassy. So to do that, we're going to use the Freeside North Gate and go straight into the Strip. Now, given that I have assumed that you have started the Republic Part 2 quest, then you should already know where the NCR Embassy is. However, I'm just going to use this time to describe a little bit of the quest and what we will need to do. So as I make my way to the NCR Embassy, after we've spoken to Liza, we will need to come and visit Gomorrah and speak to the receptionist, and she will tell us that there's some problem with Cachino. Speaking to Cachino, we will then effectively steal the ledger of him and then confront him with it, at which point we will give it to him, and in return he will give us a key that will allow us to go and speak to Troike and then Big Sal, and using some very specific dialogue combinations that will eventually lead us to the Pimp Boy. Now, let's go ahead and go inside the embassy. Now, Liza should be right here in front of you. Go ahead and speak to her.
Welcome to the NCR Embassy.
And ask her about the Omertas.
Ah, excellent. She owes us a favor.
And with that, say goodbye.
Sir?
And with that, you should now start a quest called How Little We Know. What we need to do is now go back to the Gomorrah Casino. So that was found in the first portion of the North Strip. So I am just going to quickly fast travel to that location. So once you make it to the Gomorrah Casino, go ahead and go inside.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed.
As soon as you're inside, you will be asked to hand over your weapons. It really doesn't matter which one you pick. Go ahead and just select the first option.
You'll get these.
And with that, go ahead and speak to the receptionist.
Hello and welcome to Gomorrah.
If you've done everything correct to this point, then you will see this dialogue option about an outstanding balance. If you don't see this option, then you have missed something somewhere. So this is why it's important that you are on the correct quest and the correct state. it's actually very difficult to get your hands on this Pimp Boy because of the state the game needs to be in. So again, if you don't see this dialogue option, then you need to retrace your steps and get to a point where you are on that quest and you speak to the Colonel about the Omertas. Anyway, again, I'm going to assume that you are seeing this dialogue option, so go ahead and select it.
I knew someone would call in that mark soon.
And she will ask you about Gomorrah. Go ahead and select the first option.
All I can tell you is to find Cachino. He's the lowest level lieutenant. Some of the girls say...
And with that, she will advise that you go and speak to Cachino. Go ahead and select I need to get going.
Bye.
And we will now need to go and speak to Cachino. Now, Cachino is found in the back of this casino. So simply follow this path and we should eventually find him. What you want to do is go through this area of the casino. And Cachino should be right here. In fact, right over here.
I hear you've been asking questions about me.
Go ahead and select the first option.
Business. Now you start talking.
Again, select the first option.
I don't give half.
And now we will need to steal a ledger that he is carrying. So at this point in the game, it might be advised that you save your game. And with the game saved, now try to steal the ledger off him. Go back into normal mode and go and confront him with it.
You again.
Select the first option.
That book can get me killed.
And now select the second option, about 100 caps.
I can pay you for it, of course. Between you and I...
Again, select the second option.
Oh, here's some caps. Now give me the journal. Right. The bosses, they also brought it.
And with that, he will also give you a club key. Go ahead and select the last option, that you have no more further questions.
Okay.
And with that, this is now effectively the first part of this quest done. Now what you want to do is head towards the back of the casino. Now this door would have been locked, but given that Cachino just gave you that key, you will be able to unlock it. We will now need to go and speak to Troike. Now he is located in another section of the casino. So to do that, what you want to do is go through this area now. So you are now effectively at the entrance of the casino. What you want to do is use this door and then head down this set of stairs. And you will see a door that will take you to the lower lobby. You should now be in an area where you should see Troike right in front of you. Go ahead and speak to him.
Who are you? I didn't do...
And select the third option, about Cachino had sent you about some guns.
Cachino? Cachino what?
Then select the first option, about breaking up the bosses.
Yeah? Well...
Now select this first option, about your contract with the family.
More power to you if you can, but...
And with that, we are now done. We now need to go and speak to Big Sal. So again, just retrace your steps and go up this set of stairs. And Big Sal should be in this area of the casino. So as you sort of exit this area, this time, what you want to do is go to these sofas and Big Sal should be sitting here. So one of these NPCs should be Big Sal, so it's not this one. Here he is. Go ahead and speak to him.
Hey, you're Cachino's friend.
Go ahead and select the first option.
Ah, Troike. What's he want?
And then select the first option, about Troike wanting to forget about his obligations. Now select this speech option, so you will need to have a high speech to pass this.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
And then simply say goodbye.
Alright.
So now Big Sal would have agreed to let Troike effectively off the hook. We need to now go back to Troike and tell him about it. So as I'm sort of making my way, this whole process is effectively getting the Omerta's gun supply situation resolved, after which point we will go and speak to Mick again. When you see Troike, go ahead and speak to him.
You again?
And select the option, Big Sal has agreed to let you go. And now this is important. We now need to start a set of dialogues about the guns that the Omertas have.
They're keeping them in a little utility. I don't know what they're...
Again, really important, select this first option about how the guns get into the strip.
I'm pretty proud of myself. The whole arrangement started... He marked some containers as food and... From there...
And then select this first option, that you have some more questions about the guns.
Okay.
And now again, it's really important, select this option, how to take care of the guns.
As a little pet project, I've been making some thermite. I've been keeping it...
He will talk to you about thermite. select this second option about give me the thermites and I'll destroy the weapons.
Okay. I rigged the lights. As soon as we're done talking.
And with that, select that's it for now.
Okay.
And as soon as you do that, you should make a run for it. We have now effectively resolved this whole gun supply situation with the Omertas. What we need to do now is go and pay a visit to Mike and Ralph. So I'm just going to assume that you know exactly how to go there, given that I've shown you how to go there as part of the first point of this video. So let's just go ahead and skip to that part of the game. Now when you make it back to Mike and Ralph's, just go ahead and go inside. And just like before, Mick should be at the back of the store. Go ahead and speak to him.
I'm not sure how to feel about... No.
Now select this option. Good news. The Omertas say they'll buy arms from you again.
Outstanding. You have no idea how much this means to me. But I think this little beauty will give you an idea.
And with that, he will give you the Pimp Boy 3 billion. The Pimp Boy 3 billion has the same functions as a standard Pimp Boy 3000, but it is gold and silver plated and is also encrusted with diamonds. As soon as you get the Pimp Boy 3 billion, your in-game persona will immediately switch to it. If you wish to switch back to the standard Pimp Boy 3000, then you will need to go and speak to Mick and he will switch it back for you. As far as unique items go, this is pretty unique, not to mention adding in a lot of bling to your character, really lighting you up like a Christmas tree in the Mojave Desert. If you want to learn more about how you can make an unlimited amount of caps and get an unlimited number of repairs in Fallout New Vegas to go with your new status, then click on the video you see on the screen now.